Mansa Musa was the legendary ruler of the Mali Empire, known as the richest man in history. His incredible wealth and grand pilgrimage to Mecca dazzled the medieval world and left a mark that still fascinates historians today. Beneath the blazing sun of the vast Sahel, in the bustling market towns and dusty villages of the Mali Empire, a young man named Musa was born into a world shimmering with gold, yet shadowed by political uncertainty. His early life was marked by quiet determination, a mind sharp as a desert hawk's gaze, and a heart that understood both the weight of responsibility and the allure of power. Though Musa's lineage was noble, the path to the throne was anything but certain. The palace corridors whispered with tension. Rival nobles, draped in silks and veiled smiles, plotted in secret chambers. Each coveted the immense wealth of Mali, each scheming to bend the empire to their will. Their eyes flickered with suspicion and envy every time Musa's name was spoken. Yet Musa moved with calculated grace, forging alliances through subtle charm and unwavering resolve. When the old Mansa passed, leaving the throne unexpectedly vacant, the court erupted into a silent storm of ambition. Many expected chaos, yet Musa's rise was marked by an almost uncanny calm, as if the golden spirit of Mali itself chose him. As the crown was placed upon his head, the people celebrated a new dawn, a king not only blessed by fortune but by a vision that stretched beyond the horizon. But beneath the cheers, shadows lingered. For in the heart of the empire, not all welcomed the Golden King. And in the whispered conversations behind velvet curtains, a dangerous game had already begun. Mansa Musa's wealth was unlike anything Mali had ever seen. Gold flowed from the mines like rivers of sunlight, filling the palace coffers and dazzling traders from distant lands. His generosity was legendary, gifts piled high, caravans laden with treasures that whispered of Mali's glory. But with such riches came a heavy price. Within the palace walls, greed stirred like a restless storm. Noblemen who once bowed in loyalty now cast furtive glances, their envy sharpened by Musa's growing power. Whispers of ambition and betrayal crept through gilded halls, threatening the fragile peace. Musa knew this well, that gold could build kingdoms but also tear them apart. As the empire shimmered with prosperity, unseen cracks began to form beneath its golden surface. Among Musa's closest advisors was a man whose smile masked a shadow. Trusted and respected, he moved effortlessly through the court, gathering secrets, like a spider weaving its web. But beneath his polished facade lurked a dark ambition, one fueled by whispers from foreign powers hungry for Mali's gold. As Musa celebrated his reign, this advisor plotted in silence, forging dangerous alliances beyond the empire's borders. His betrayal was a poison that seeped slowly, threatening to unravel the kingdom from within while the court reveled in splendor. With the desert winds calling and the holy duty upon him, Mansa Musa prepared for a journey unlike any other. His caravan would be a spectacle of wealth and devotion, a procession of camels draped in silks, servants bearing gold and gifts to astonish the world. But behind the pageantry lay a secret purpose. This pilgrimage was more than faith. It was a calculated move on a grand chessboard, designed to strengthen alliances and send a message that Mali's power reached far beyond its borders. As the Golden King set forth, eyes watched from every corner of the desert, some with awe, others with envy. Across the endless dunes and scorching sands, rumors spread like wildfire. In distant markets and royal courts, tales of Musa's generosity and wealth ignited admiration and greed alike. Some saw a benevolent king, a ruler of unmatched generosity. Others plotted how to exploit Mali's riches for their own gain. The caravan moved steadily, unaware of the shifting tides beyond the horizon, where whispers of opportunity and danger intertwined beneath the blazing sun. Back in Mali, the king's absence cast a long shadow over the palace. Without Musa's steady presence, old alliances began to fray like worn silk. Trusted nobles eyed each other with suspicion, their smiles thin masks hiding sharpened daggers of ambition. Whispers turned to schemes, and loyalty twisted into betrayal. The mirage of trust dissolved, revealing the harsh desert beneath, a palace simmering with unrest, where every word could be a weapon. Mansa Musa's lavish generosity dazzled distant lands but came at an unforeseen cost. Economies trembled as gold flooded markets, sparking inflation and unrest beyond Mali's borders. Political tensions simmered, fueled by envy and fear of his growing influence. What began as a display of wealth now cast long shadows, threatening not only Mali's prosperity but the delicate balance of power that held the region together. In the quiet corners of the palace, a mysterious ledger surfaced, its pages heavy with secrets. Hidden debts, covert agreements, and dark bargains revealed how Musa's fortune was carefully maintained, often at great cost. The revelation sent ripples through the court, shaking the very foundations of trust. Beneath the glittering wealth lay debts not just of gold, but of loyalty and silence, promises made in shadows that threatened to undo the empire. Word of Mali's vast riches spread like wildfire, drawing foes from distant lands. Armies gathered on the horizon, fueled by greed and dreams of conquest. The kingdom braced itself, walls fortified, alliances tested, for a battle that would decide whether Mali's golden era would endure or crumble into dust. The siege was not just of stone and steel, but of will and legacy. In the silent aftermath, as dust settled over the empire, buried truths began to surface like ghosts from the past. Was Mansa Musa's legendary wealth a blessing that forged Mali's golden age, or a curse that sowed seeds of ruin? Whispers of betrayal echoed through the halls, revealing a shocking twist. The greatest threat had come not from foreign enemies, but from within, an act of treachery that forever altered history's course. The empire's fate hung in balance, and Musa's legacy was no longer just a tale of gold, but a complex story of power, sacrifice, and the fragile line between glory and downfall.